Hi, this is Radhika Apte and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Phobia is the first psychological thriller of my career and also one of the most challenging and complex characters that I have ever played. That's what Radhika Apte said about Phobia, and it's a huge privilege to have Radhika Apte back with us on Bollywood Hungama. Radhika, huge pleasure to have you back first of all.
Thank you, I'm so happy to be back.
Thank you, and you're saying that it's the most challenging character of your career. You've had some really interesting characters so far. Why do you say that?
One of the most challenging, but
one of the most challenging.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was challenging.
Challenging and complex characters.
Yes.
So it becomes like
yeah.
I'm
No,
just
you're
specifying
right.
actually.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The reason being, so basically, of course, there's a whole this thing that she's suffering from agoraphobia, which is a complex thing anyway, because people are not aware of the fact that phobia is a disorder. Then two, you are in it, you basically become a part of it. You need to get aware of it, you need to understand how it functions. Then you need to deal with yourself because it's very traumatic. I know people who go through panic disorder because I've grown up with a couple of them. And so it's really traumatic, and it's also very difficult because people who live with you find it very difficult to accommodate that. So they're struggling to deal with your situation and their situation with you, and you are struggling with that, and you feeling guilty about a lot of other stuff. It's a really not a great place to be in. So everybody needs to be really on a good page of understanding where you feel that okay, and we know about the disorder completely, and there are these things one is willing to do. So that's one thing. But the second thing is also something happens with her because of which she develops agoraphobia. And the whole track of her judging her trauma and others judging her trauma as well. Because sometimes people will say that हाँ ये हो गया तो इतना क्या ऐसे क्या बड़ी बात हुई, but it's such a horrible statement to say. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge traumas and you can't compare traumas. So it's that another track. And third track is about her personality and her character, because we tried to make her into a pretty grey character, not like a really nice, amazing girl or a really so we tried to make her very real. So the things she does which are really very real, it's not. So we were trying to make a mix of that, so which was the character building was why it's so complex. And also what was difficult about it is because she gets a lot of panic attacks in the film due to her situation. I was really stressed about not making it dramatic unnecessarily, and panic attack aa gaya to kya kare. So I really wanted to study that. So apart from the fact that I've seen it, I have experienced it, I have read a lot about it, I've visited doctors and found out a lot about it. What really helped was, on YouTube there are so many videos of panicked attacks. It's amazing in the sense the number of videos that there are, and you read about the symptoms. When you watch them, you realize that it's more internal. You can see the symptoms, but it's still more internal rather than external. It's really interesting. It was very interesting for me to see, like there's one video where her these muscles contract so much that words don't come out, and it's so subtle actually, but so all these things. So we worked a lot about sitting together on rehearsals. Rehearsals were basically discussions on every scene, every small aspect, and deciding how we choosing what and why. So it was quite. I spoke so much, but
I was watching the 360-degree promo as well. I think it's very interestingly done. The way ideally the protagonist would like to believe that everything is fine, and but the way that at times that things happen. And do you feel that maybe we don't thank God or anything else enough for the fact that if everything is sorted the way you are? And because slight just jangling of the mind space, and it can be like disastrous. You can create a hell out of your own mind if things are not in proper order. And somewhere do you feel somehow that we have too much of stressful situations in the entire world right now? We tend to maybe push ourselves too hard at times without realizing that it's important to just give mind a break. To just function completely.
I completely agree. I think we're going at a really fast pace. the pace has increased, I think, over centuries, you know, and now it's like accelerated really fast. This city I find very stressful. There are things about Bombay I really like now. It's become home, but the pace of the city. At the moment I land, I start feeling restless and stressed about something. I don't know what, and I'm not the only one. I know. I've spoken to so many people who feel the same, and it's just that I don't know what it is that we're trying to achieve or where is it that we're trying to go, but just don't breathe, you know, and I see myself right now work so continuously. I have really been working so back to back that I have realized that I really need a break. And if I don't get work, or I say no to, which I'm doing right now, saying no to most of the work, it's okay. I can sit at home for 3 months and not stress about it. I mean, I'm just saying small things, but it's so essential.